Hey folks, Big Deano here again. This time taking a look at Datongs' take on Figuarts Frieza. Now, this guy would almost get a perfect score, except there's a couple of things Datong messed up on. But we'll get to those when we get to them. Stand over there, Frieza, please. Thank you. Let's take a look at the box, shall we? Oh, you can just fall down then. As you can see, the packaging, it's the same as normal Frieza's, except a darker sort of colour. I don't have the original one to compare just now, but it definitely looks like a different colour from the real one. So anyway, the Datong logo down the bottom. Chinese there, which I'm assuming says Frieza. Chinese there probably says the blurb. Datong. What does that say actually? I'm looking through the viewfinder. Datong 2015 made in China. They've actually put their own trademark on it. Picture of Frieza on the side. A load of Chinese on the back with some pictures with notable phrases such as Gung. I think that's actually coming from Vegeta. Bzz and Vzn. Oh god, they really couldn't think of much for Frieza, could they? And Death Ball on the top. Oh, they actually remembered one of them. It doesn't actually say Death Ball, so I don't know why they put that on the top, but anyway, that's a Tamashi issue, not Datong. And we're looking at the Datong. But yeah, he comes with a boatload of accessories, just like the real one does. First and foremost is his Death Beam, which is looking a bit faded on camera, but it is actually a not bad pinky sort of colour. You get the stand, which is decent quality. You get the rock for him to stand on, which is a bit shinier than the real one, but he does still come with the feet to peg onto it. They peg on quite nicely. I won't be swapping out the feet because I'm frankly afraid I'm going to break him. He comes with 3 different heads. You've got the yelling face that's on him there just now. You've got the hurt face there. And you've got the smirk face, looking a little bit creepier than the real one, but we'll let it slide. Yeah, as you can see, the paint apps and stuff on Datong's Frieza are actually amazingly spot on. So much so that I'm not even going to bother comparing the two side by side because there's literally no point. They're literally so similar. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference on camera. He comes with his folded arms. Come on, focus for me. There we go. A little bit of sloppy paintwork here and there, but nothing horrible. In terms of feet, I've shown you the flat ones that go on the rock. You also get a pair of grippy / flying feet. You get a pair of relaxed hands. Oops, knocking the camera there. A pair of blasting hands, one of which is on him. There we go. Pair of fist hands, again, one of which is on him already. A little bit of detail work on there. And 2 pointing hands, one of which is the Krillin lifting up into the air to crush him and explode him hand, and one just a generic Death Beam / Death Ball throwing hand. Now, where is the Death Ball, I hear you ask? Well, this is it here. It actually looks alright, but it came snapped in two in the bloody package. Then to save it snapping again, I literally just super glued the ball into there because it didn't look as if it was ever going to fit anyway. But yeah, it had already snapped clean in half. So yeah, be careful with your clear plastic from Datong, guys. It's really brittle. That's all I'll say in that. I would show you both tails, but Datong forgot to package the normal bloody tail. So I'm literally stuck with the weird curly one. I think it's definitely going to be pulled apart to have this sort of sliced in half look for him. Yeah, that's a little bit disappointing, guys. I gotta say. Yeah, let's swap out a face and a hand, shall we? Pop that off the joint there. It's a little bit tight, so much so that I'm actually quite afraid, because I've got a bad habit of snapping these bloody fake joints. Just so you can see, again, the elongated peg. Sorry folks, I'm not doing this on camera, just in case it snaps. There we go. Let's see. Let's put the death beam, the death ball hand on, sorry. There we go. And see if this survives clipping over. In fact, I really shouldn't be doing it that way, should I? Just in case. There we go. Pop that off. Slide that on. And pop that over the top of it. There we go. That'll do us, folks, that'll do. It's close enough for me. Yeah, I'm glad I super glued it in the right place at least. Ah dear. Datong, Datong. You do well with your fakes, but sometimes you just screw up. Rather badly. But yeah, we'll have him holding it bizarrely like that, as if he's about to throw the damn thing. So yeah, let's take a closer look at Frieza himself before I break him in two accidentally. As I said, the paintwork on Frieza is just spotless. There's literally hardly any paint issues at all. The shoulders are a little bit sloppy on the inside, but that's to be expected. The purple paint, as you know, on my real one, it actually chipped a little bit on the knee and on the shoulder. On this one, no, it actually feels a lot more rugged. The paint. It doesn't feel as if it will just scrape off with your hands. So yeah. Let's see. As you can see, there's literally no reason for me to compare the two, because there's so little difference. The purple is superb. You can see the lights that I've got shining onto it. Completely amazed by how well they painted this guy. Even the shading on him. But yeah, in terms of articulation, his head can look up that much, kind of hindered by how deep the peg is into his head. Can look down quite far, and obviously spin that around. The neck at the bottom doesn't really do anything. You can go up that much. Obviously you've got a swivel. Bicep swivel as well. Double jointed elbows, which do pretty good. Standard Figuarts ball joint at the hand. The abs can go down, can go up quite far. Bend forward, not bad as well. Swivel at the waist. As you can see, Datong just being, well, I suppose that's actually quite good. It's still out a little bit, but it's not as bad as the real one. I don't know if that's just fluke or not. It's probably just fluke, because Datong being a bootleg company, they wouldn't actually alter anything from the figure. The molds are taken directly from the figures unless they're somehow stealing them, but wouldn't actually surprise me with the quality of these guys. Pull down hips, you can kick up quite far. Hidden thigh swivel, which is far too tight on mine, so I'm not even going to bother trying. Double jointed knees, which get decent range. And ball joint at the foot. Big ball joints allows for nice swivel and things like that. But yeah. Let's see if I can get him in a pose. That's the one thing Frieza always struggles with. There we go. Sorry about the awkward pose, folks, but that'll just have to do it. So yeah, would I recommend this guy? Absolutely, absolutely. Just be aware that you might get some issues with packaging and things like that. Datong is, I wouldn't say notorious for it, but they've got a habit of putting things in wrong, making two left feet, things like that. But definitely worth it if you can't get a hold of the real thing. So yeah guys, until next time, I'll see you later.